Hi guys, welcome back to another book review. Today we're going to talk about Smoke on the Water by Harper Jackson. It's Katie Nolan writing as Harper Jackson. But anyway, so when you look it up though, it's going to be Harper Jackson, Smoke on the Water. So this one, as you know, I did receive it. This book we recently received in the mail. I had previously received a ebook in my email, and I knew that its release date was coming up. And as everybody knows, I kind of try to do my arcs based on release dates. Even though I had only hit my email like very recently, I was like, oh gosh, this one is releasing on May 3rd. I've got to get this read. So I did knock it out last weekend. And so I have already read this. So I'm going to tell you about this one. And I'm actually going to tell you this one is a contemporary romance. But there's a lot of things I gotta say about this one. This is not just your feel-good, oh, happy ever after contemporary romance. This one has got some mystery in it. It does have a hunky firefighter, so take that into consideration. You got that delicious hunky firefighter. Okay, but my big one on this one is going to be this really emotional. Like, the guy, he's coming back into his small town. The girl has been judged, you know, kind of by the town itself. I mean, anybody who lives in a small town kind of understands the small town mentality. There's a lot of gossip. There's a lot of stuff that goes on. If your last name is someone that's not, you know, a really popular last name, I mean, things are going to get thrown around. And unfortunately, she does not have the best stuff attached to her last name. So he comes back, is what I'm going to say there. That's going to be in the first chapter, 2 chapters, so I'm not going to give a whole lot away on that one. But I'm just going to say there is some crazy stuff. Somebody's setting fires to stuff, and they've got to figure out who's setting fires. And there's some romance going on because obviously he comes back. Pretty much a self-explanatory. He's going to flip and want her. We know he's going to want her. That's just the way these books go. And so he's coming back, but he's a firefighter, and there's all this stuff going on, and some of it is connected to her. And so there's a lot going on, but I'm going to say my biggest one about it. So you have the contemporary romance, and you definitely have the whodunit aspect. But my big one on this one, like I said, it's really quite emotional. Like, the girl has gone through a lot. There's a lot of trauma. She's got a lot of inner monologue going on in there, and even the guy has quite a bit of inner monologue. He is like a really, like, I wouldn't call him a golden retriever guy necessarily. He is a sweeter guy, but when push comes to shove, he's gonna protect her. Like, he's not morally gray like somebody else thinks, but when push comes to shove, he's gonna show up and he is gonna protect her and take care of her. So that's where we're going to go with that one. Like I said, contemporary. It's not a super long book, not a super short book. It's just a nice, easy read. I knocked it out pretty quick. Like I said, I really enjoyed this. I'm definitely going to recommend this one if you are a contemporary romance fan. We know that I struggle with some of the contemporary romances that are just feel good. This one does have a feel good vibe, but not necessarily. There's so much emotion, and like I said, the whodunit aspect, it kind of pulls a little bit away from the feel good vibe, but it's not necessarily at the same time. It's not a dark vibe. So it's just a little more. That's why I just say it's a really emotional contemporary romance with the mystery aspect to it. So if that sounds like that's something you're into, like I said, it moves pretty quick. I really love it. The female main character, she's kind of almost like an underdog that's got a lot going on. And like I said, that male main character is the hunky, and, you know, people know who he is, and he comes back and he's a firefighter. Like I said, oh, hunky firefighters. Who doesn't want that in a book? Anyways, so if this sounds like something you're into, guys, then I would definitely check this one out because, like I said, I really enjoyed this one. I absolutely love this one, and I think you might too.